guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching the match. Barcelona lose the Clasico 2-1. I'm so pissed. I'm so sad. I'm freaking depressed. How did we lose that Clasico? It's a big game loss for Koeman. I think besides from that Copa del Rey second leg against Sevilla, he's lost every single big away game this season, or big game this season. I just don't know what to say. Starting lineups on the screen right now is what everyone wanted. It was the 3-5-2. It was Ter Stegen in goal. Back three, Mingueza, Lenglet, and Araujo. Wingbacks being Des and Jordi Alba. Three in the midfield were De Jong, Busquets, and Pedri. The two up front were Messi and Ousmane Dembele. First goal came in from Karim Benzema from Real Madrid, and it hit us on the counter-attack. I believe Dembele missed a chance in the box. Jordi Alba doesn't know how to defend. All he had to do was clear it. He couldn't clear it. Vasquez whips in the cross. Benzema runs into the near post, beats Araujo, flicks it in, back heels it, and puts it in Ter Stegen's near post. Poor from Ter Stegen there, should be covering his near post. Poor from Araujo because he couldn't get in front of Benzema, and that made it 1-0 to Real Madrid. Second goal came in from a free kick from Toni Kroos, and this is just, I don't know what to say. So he takes the free kick, Des turns to block it, hits Des's back, it's going into the net. Jordi Alba has to do is just head it clear. Couldn't do that, heads it into his own net. It goes down as a Toni Kroos goal because the shot was on target, but that made it 2-0. Barcelona did pull a goal back in the second half from Mingueza. It was Messi, that typical pass to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba crosses it in. Griezmann does a very nice dummy and just jumps over the ball completely, leaving Mingueza wide open. He hits it, but it still goes in, and that made it 2-1 and gave Barcelona a lifeline. But in the end, that Mingueza goal wasn't enough, and we lost the game 2-1. Overall team performance on the night, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. I think the first half was absolutely shocking. We could not pass the ball for a minute. It was that bad. We dominated the first few minutes. We were pressing high, doing well. But then that midfield of Casemiro, Kroos, and Modric absolutely beat the midfield of Busquets, De Jong, and Pedri. They just, outclassed them in the end. Their press was very good as well. But just that first half was absolutely we couldn't defend and we couldn't pass, and that set us up for failure. And Real Madrid could have scored more goals in that first half. Second half, Koeman switched to the 4-3-3. We looked a bit better, and then it just started pouring down and rain. The ball was just flying everywhere, slipping and sliding. Didn't really help us. We pulled one back. After that, Real Madrid had a lot of chances. They had a 1v1 with Vinicius where he squared it and missed it. Marcelo was throwing goal and he fumbled, he missed it. They had a lot of big chances. I believe Isco missed a big chance as well, but so did we as well. Moriba did have a long shot that went out. Of course, Messi hit the crossbar in the first half from the corner kick. I believe we hit the post in the second half as well. I'm not too sure. Real Madrid did hit the post with Vinicius Jr. Both teams missed a lot of chances, but in the end, Real Madrid did score their 2 goals. Barcelona only managed 1, and of course, Elias Moriba did hit the bar in the last few seconds of the game as well. But the team performance was just absolutely shocking. We'll get into the player ratings individually, but overall, the team was not good. It's going to get a 5 out of 10 from me. Let's get in now to the player ratings. We're going to start with Ter Stegen in goal. I'm going to give Ter Stegen a 5 out of 10. Now, in this first half, he did make some good saves, but the 2 goals he has to do better on. One is his near post. How are you not getting that? The second one for the free kick, he's positioned very poorly. I don't know why he's not more also on the left-hand side, and Jordi Alba gets in his way. It's an easy save to make. Second half, he did make some good saves, but it's just a first half capitulation. He did make a good save as well in the first half. Maybe I'll give him a 6 out of 10. I feel a bit bad now. I'll give him an average 6, but I feel like he could have done a bit better for those 2 goals. Let's get in now to the 3 center backs. We'll start with Mingueza as the right center back. I'll give him an average 6. I think his performance probably a 5, but I bumped up that 1 rating for getting the goal. First half, he was getting absolutely rinsed by Vinicius Jr. He did well to keep up with his pace, but Vinicius had him on toast. Second half, I thought he was much better. So overall, I'll give him a 6 out of 10, and of course, he did get that goal. Into the central center back, it was Ronald Araujo, and I'm going to give Araujo a 5 out of 10. I think that's the worst game I've seen in a Barcelona shirt. I think in that 3 at the back, I don't think Araujo works. I think he's better in a 4 at the back. That 3, oh my god, that first half, the whole team was poor in the first half, but the first half, he was absolutely dreadful. Again, Vinicius had him on toast as well. So did Valverde and so did Benzema. Second half, of course, Barcelona were more attacking because they had to make a comeback. So Real Madrid weren't attacking that much. But this overall, I think his performance was very poor, and I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. Into the left center back was Clement Lenglet. I'm going to give Lenglet a 6 out of 10. Again, first half, I think he was probably the best out of the 3 center backs in that first half, but again, he was very poor as well. First few seconds, he had a very sloppy pass, had a header that was very sloppy as well. His defending was good, but the passing was very poor from him. Second half, he's probably the best out of the 3 center backs in that second half as well. So overall, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Into the wing backs now, we're starting with Serginho Dest. I'm going to give Serginho Dest a 4 out of 10. Again, One of the worst performances I've seen from him in the Barcelona shirt as well. Second goal, why are you turning your back? Face forward. When you turn your back as well, you give them the opportunity to get a handball as well. So just stay straight, take it to the face, take one for the team. And again, he got subbed off at halftime. That shows how bad he really was. In the attacking third, he wasn't that bad. He got some crosses in, but could have done a bit better. But defensively, again, he wasn't that great again. And I do believe now Koeman's going to try Roberto in that right wing back spot. But nonetheless, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10. Into the left wing back now was Jordi Alba, and I'm going to give Jordi Alba a 5 out of 10. Again, first half, one of the worst he's played this season. Got the assist for the second goal, of course, but that's as you expect from Jordi Alba. But his defending tonight was final third, decent. The defending was just absolutely freaking atrocious. And this is why we need a good left back option. We need to get Jose Guy to be that more bit, defensive left back that we can make that change. It's clear as day that Koeman doesn't trust Junior Firpo, even though he pocketed Kylian Mbappe. But nonetheless, Jordi Alba defensively today was very, very poor. So I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. Into the midfield now, we'll start with Sergio Busquets. I'm going to give Busquets a 7 out of 10. I thought he did very, very well in that first half. Probably one of the best players along with Messi in that first half. Interceptions were brilliant. Control, the play was good as well. Had some sloppy passes here and there, just like everyone else. In the second half, I thought he did way, way better as well. Got taken off in the 60th minute for Sergio Roberto. But I think his performance was the best out of a bad bunch. So I give him a 7 out of 10. Into the other center midfielder was Frankie de Jong. I'm going to give Frankie de Jong maybe a 6.5. I don't really want to give him a 7, maybe like a 6.8, somewhere around there. Overall, he had a lot of fight for the shirt. I give him credit for that. A lot of the players don't have that. But overall, in the first half, again, very, very sloppy. Again, just like everyone else is passing. It's just basically that first half that just causes this whole freaking game. But nonetheless, Frankie de Jong in that first half, very, very poor. Second half, went in at center back with Koeman Longley, did what he had to do. He gave him a lot of fight for his energy as well. But overall, his play wasn't the greatest. So I'm going to give him maybe a 6.5, 7 out of 10. Into the final midfielder was Pedri, and I believe that was his worst performance in a Barcelona shirt. I think that was worse than that PSG game. I'm going to give Pedri a 4 out of 10. Absolutely freaking dreadful. The fact that he wasn't taken off at halftime was an absolute freaking joke, but that's on Koeman. I cannot blame Pedri for that. His performance was absolutely dreadful. Got an early yellow card as well. His passing was so sloppy today. Oh my god, he had this one opportunity where he could have threaded Dembele through 1v1. Couldn't connect the pass, just like against Real Madrid. His passing in the final third, like to make those through balls, are not that great. His, near passing, his, swishes of the plate are good, but those passes to make that through ball run, he is just not good at it. That's where Ricky Puig comes in. Pedri tonight, one of his worst performances in a Barcelona shirt, gets a 4 out of 10 from me. Into the two strikers now, we'll start with Ousmane Dembele. I'm going to give Dembele a 5.56 out of 10. Again, could have done a lot better with his chances tonight. Of course, he had that header that, just went wide. He had a lot of opportunities in the box where he could have turned and shoot, but in the end tried to do some, trickery. But again, he's not a freaking striker. And apparently after the game, and apparently before the game, he came out saying that, oh, the locker room calls me Samuel Eto'o. I honestly would rather have 54-year-old Samuel Eto'o as our number 9 right now than Ousmane Dembele. I swear to God. He gets the opportunities, but he just can't finish the dinner. Barcelona lacked a number 9 in this game so freaking badly, man. If we had an Aguero, a Haaland, or Suarez in this game, the game would have been completely different. Dembele is not a striker. He doesn't have, that the striker mind. He doesn't have that. People calling him Samuel Eto'o in the dressing room should be absolutely ashamed of himself. I would rather have Samuel Eto'o than Dembele right now. But overall, his play wasn't the greatest today, so I'll give him a 5.56 out of 10. And finally, Leo Messi, I'll give Messi a 7 out of 10. Of course, he had to, play around with a bunch of idiots in that first half, was doing everything himself, trying to create everything by himself. But every time he touched the ball, 5 Real Madrid players, every time he touched the ball, Modric, Casemiro, Kroos, and Valverde would just kill him, just suffocate him. And that makes it difficult on him. But the good thing in those scenarios is that if Messi can get the pass off quickly, then we have, a nice little, big counterattack going on. But he couldn't really do that today. And again, that second half created everything for Barcelona. Of course, made that beautiful pass for Jordi Alba for the assist for the goal. He gave a lot today. Again, just like Frankie de Jong, they fought for the shirt today, unlike other people. So overall, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Into the subs now, I believe the subs were Griezmann, Roberto, Trincao, Braithwaite, and Ilaix Moriba. Antoine Griezmann, I'll probably give him a 6.57 out of 10. Made an impact, of course, had that dummy for the goal. Brought a lot of energy into that final third as well. Roberto, was okay. Ilaix Moriba, I thought he did well when he came in. Of course, missed that big chance in the 80th minute. And then the last second hit the crossbar. That would have been beautiful for him to get that goal. But nonetheless, he did do well in that sense. And Trincao, Braithwaite, they didn't, they came on for like last 10 minutes. They couldn't really do anything. So I'll just give them a 6 out of 10. And finally, the manager, Ronald Koeman. I'm going to give Koeman today a 5 out of 10. Firstly, lineup was spot on, give him credit for that, but in the game, it did not work, and it took until halftime to change it. Why not change it in the 35th minute, switch to a 4-3-3, then make yourself at halftime if you want to? How the hell did Pedri play 75 minutes? How the hell did Ricky Puig not come into this game? Why the hell you bring on Trincao and Braithwaite the last few minutes, just chuck on all the attackers like you always do? In the big games, Ronald Koeman always chokes it. I don't know why. The one big game we won this season was that second leg against Sevilla in the Spanish Super Cup. in the Copa del Rey, and that was at the Camp Nou. He choked the PSG game, choked Juventus at home, choked Atletico Bilbao in the Spanish Super Cup. All these big games where we need to get a win and we need to get over the line, Koeman just doesn't get the team right, or the team doesn't perform. I just don't understand why. But in the end, it was that first half that absolutely cost us this game. And again, you can't really blame Koeman for the performances of the player, but I do blame him for not changing it and making an impact. Why, again, for the 100th time, why did he bring in Riqui Puig? How did Pedri play 75 minutes and he didn't bring in Riqui Puig? Riqui Puig would have been so perfect for this freaking game. I don't understand. Those through balls that Pedri can't do, Riqui Puig can do it. And of course, he's from La Masia and he'll give the fight for this shirt. Pedri, of course, he fights for this shirt because he's a Barcelona fan, but he just wasn't in today. This is one of the worst performances we've ever seen of him, and yet it took him to the 75th minute to play him. And if Pedri plays the next game, by the way, I'm going to be pissed. Copa del Rey final, I don't give a damn. Pedri should not be starting. It should be Riqui Puig. Pedri has played so many minutes, and he needs some time out of the team. You can't just keep playing and playing and playing and playing and playing and playing. You have to give other players opportunities, and that's the thing that I criticize Koeman the most. Overall from him, 5 out of 10 from me. So that was my match review for Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Big hit for Barcelona in the title race, but it's not over yet. And again, another El Clasico loss for Barcelona. That's now 3 years no Clasico win, and I believe now 3 or 4 years since Messi last scored in El Clasico as well. Not a good day for us, but the league title is not over yet. There's still somewhat 9 games left to go. Still a lot of things can change, but it looks like now the momentum is now shifting to Real Madrid than it is Barcelona. And if Real Madrid wins this league, I'm going to be absolutely fuming. So Barcelona have to do everything they can. That game against Atletico Madrid now at the Camp Nou has just gotten even bigger. So we'll have to wait and see. Next game of the Copa del Rey final, must win again. And if we don't win the Copa del Rey final, we won't win the league. I promise you that. If we lose the Copa del Rey final, I will have no hope in winning the league. But we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching this match review. I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Make sure you guys leave me your thoughts down below. Of course, let me know your thoughts on the match and your player ratings. Drop a like on this video as well. Subscribe as well. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.